Two new grants that you can apply for. Rolling grants with no current deadline. $10,000 and up to $100,000 in grants. Let's get started. Hey everyone, I'm Rinde from AskRinde, and welcome to the #1 community for real estate income, grants, and credit. So if you'd like to know more about these new rolling grants, $10,000 and up to $100,000 in grants, make sure you watch the video to the end. Leave a comment below if you need help with anything. Life is changing for businesses and people in the current economy, and money and finance is much needed. So here are two new rolling grants that you can apply for. A rolling grant is a grant that has no deadline or is available until funds run out. Number 1, Watertown, New York, $10,000 to $20,000 in grants. So the Jefferson County Economic Development Office recently just announced a business and landlord grant program. So they've acknowledged that many new rental property owners have been struggling since the pandemic. So these grants are actually meant to help small businesses and landlords with maintenance and upkeep. So they've acknowledged that many landlords have lost rental income and as a result have had to defer maintenance activities on their properties. So the first grant program is for maintenance, and that is up to $10,000 where they will reimburse the landlord up to 80% for deferred maintenance on properties that are 10 units or less. So in order to qualify for this $10,000 grant, the property owner must provide proof that the property is a rental and submit an application. In addition to that, inspections need to be done on the property both before and also after the work has been done on the properties. So also, there may be additional eligibility criteria for this grant, so you need to find that out when you actually submit the application. And the second part of that grant program is for businesses. Now these are up to $20,000 in grants for off-site training and development. So they actually want you to use the funds in order to be able to send your employees off-site to develop your business with off-site training and expand. So the funds must be used for off-site training and also for skill development as well as technology expansion. The funds cannot be used to be able to train in-house. They actually make it a criteria of the grant that the funds must be used for off-site training. So to get more information on this $10,000 as well as $20,000 grant that you can apply for if you're in this location, you can actually go directly to their website at jcida.com. Number 2, DC Mortgage Assistance Grants, up to $100,000 in grants. So the DC Homeowners Assistance Fund is now accepting application for grants. And as I've said here many times on my channel, not all states are created equal. There are some homeowners assistance funds in certain states that are depleted. They don't have funds, they don't have money available. Others started later than others. So you actually need to know what the status of your homeowners assistance fund is in your state because they may still have funds available, just like DC does. So some states have actually gone through all their funds and others actually have not even started or are in the process of just rolling out. So it's a good thing to be able to know what the status is in your state because you can actually get help, as you'll see here shortly, for monies that you can actually use to be able to save your property, for back pay if you're actually in that position. As many other programs have actually ended and have come to a halt, these programs are still available as some of these states are rolling out late. So these homeowners assistance funds, they help with preventing displacement as well as pandemic related hardships. So people who have gone through a lot, maybe lost their job, maybe had a medical setback that they couldn't work, maybe they're disabled, many other things that could have happened to them. Now they're actually facing either losing their property or they're severely behind. They've passed the pre-foreclosure space. As I've shared many times, pre-foreclosure is 3 months. Once you pass the 3-month threshold, you're now into a point where you're going to have a lis pendens filed on you by the mortgage servicer and you're now heading towards foreclosure. Some people call that the point of no return, but having help like these grants can really turn things around where you can actually get the money so you can actually become current, as opposed to going into a loan modification that may be more expensive. So these grants give up to $120,000 per eligible household, which includes up to $100,000 for past due mortgage payments. It also includes up to 3 months for current mortgage payments. They also help with insurance, taxes, and HOA fees. So to qualify for this large grant, you must meet the following criteria. Number 1, you must be a DC homeowner. Number 2, you must be behind in your mortgage payments or your utility payments. Number 3, you must be 100% below the area's median income, which for a household of 1 is $99,650. For a household of 2 is $113,850. For a household of 3 is $128,000. For a household of 4 is $142,000. And for a household of 8 is $187,000. And number 4, your loan must be eligible for the grant. So the money will actually be paid directly to your lender or your homeowners association, not directly to the homeowner. Now, these are excellent opportunities if you're actually behind in your mortgage or you're behind and you need help in order to catch up and reset. This is an excellent opportunity to be able to apply for these grants and really get a reset if you're in this location and you're a DC homeowner. These are the type of grants and these are the type of programs that's life-changing, because they can actually reset you all the way through where you actually now have a solid footing to be able to move forward. If you're still looking for a job, if you're trying to actually change careers and you're in this place where you're behind but you just didn't know how to come up with that lump sum to pay your mortgage company, this is a great opportunity. They're also helping with utility payments, so this is an excellent area for you to actually focus in on and see how you can get your application in right away. As I've shared, these are rolling grants. The funds are currently available and the application process is open currently. So you can actually apply and start the process of applying for this particular grant by going directly to their website at haf.dc.gov. So we actually like to share more rolling grants with you and other programs around the country that are making changes. As things happen and change with the pandemic and the economy, we want to make sure that we are a light and a resource for you to be able to share grants, free resources that you can actually utilize to be able to get the finances, the money, and the help that you need. So you can actually join us by going to my website at AskRinde.com, clicking on grants, and getting started today. Check out our resource area. We have a lot of resources and grants in there, thousands of grants, and also other resources that can actually change your business in sales, change your life with getting the financial help that you need. So join us on my website at AskRinde.com, click on grants, and get started today. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. You can also email me. My email address is AskRindeNetwork@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until next time, thank you so much for watching.